Good morning. Sorry I'm a minute late. I was on the other side of the office there doing some paperwork. Lost track of time. All right, let's get us up and going. Say good morning as you hop on. Might take you a minute to find me, so that'll give me a minute to get you up over here so we can chitty chat and I can see comments. Okay, we're going. All right, cheers to Bailey's and tea. My tea is cold. Yeah. What day is it? April the 11th, 2026. I should remember that. I just typed it into the heading of the Facebook Live. All right, we are warming up here in Edmonton a little tiny bit. We're supposed to get some snow either later today or tomorrow. So just a little skiff, you know, to make us think that winter is not quite over, which is normal around here. So as you hop on, say hello. We're gonna play with something that has just hit the last chance list, but it is from, what catalog is this? I'm like working ahead in the next catalog, so my brain just doesn't compute anymore. The January to April catalog. This lovely beauty, which I can show you the inside. The other one I can't, so it's hiding away, so I'm not tempted to show you anything in it. So yes, something that just hit that list, which was updated April the 1st, so you can go and check that out in the store and you'll find some deals, some not. So there will be another update in April, May, June, and so you might see some further discounts. So if you want to wait, you can, but obviously if you've been shopping lately, you'll notice that things don't hang around long, or they go into back order and don't come back for a very long time. So you might want to scoop them up fast with some deals. I know I did, so I've got some things on the way. And I'm just waiting for hopefully, history proves that we usually have a a free shipping sale in June from what I've looked back in the past. So I'm hoping, because I need to stock up on some cardstock. It's looking pretty low there behind me. So yeah, I'm waiting for that. So we'll see. So let me get my tea out of the way. Let's make sure there's nothing visible that's going to surprise you of anything. Nope. Okay, we're good. Hi, Kim. And we'll flip you around and we'll have a look at what we are going to play with today, okay? Hopefully the lighting's a little better. It is a little bit brighter outside today, but you never know. Okay, let's get you flipped around. Let me find the button. There it is. It's moved over too. That's why I can never find it. All right, slide you back and down. Oh, I need to lube up my little thing there so it slides down. So the next paper pumpkin kit is going to go live today. I will put up a post about it. I just have to build it. It's called Sparkling Free Celebrations. It's like fireworks and sort of lanterns and that sort of thing. This is all I have for the graphics for it. I'll have to go in and see if there is some extra ones. It does have a little bit of foil in it. And then it does match up with the dies, which I did have a printout of that. I don't know what I did with it. And then April's product of the month has just changed over, obviously, on the 1st of April. So you can order that for $5 until it's either gone or the end of the month, hopefully. And then we switched over to another one. It is a die, and it cuts out this beautiful background. Mine is hopefully on its way soon, so you'll be able to see some things done with that once I have it in my hot little hands. All right, so let's have a look at what we're playing with today. We're going to play with the Joyful Squares. Now, this did just hit the last chance list, as I said before. So the stamp set is still regular price at $33. The dies are now $29.70. And then the paper, which I'll show you in a minute, is now $15.30. So you got a little bit of a deal going on there. It is like a very interesting stamp set. It does have some greetings. And then it's got all these little pieces that you can build. And some background. So it's got this really cool background. It's kind of got this sun sort of background. It's obviously got the tab for like a clipboard. It's got some little designs here that you can make. I haven't used this one. I'm thinking that this one is for like if you're dating like a scrapbook page, or maybe the back of your card. Maybe you date your cards when you make them so that you kind of know how your styles change over the years. So that's that one there. And then you've got some little filigree and that sort of thing that you can build in to. Oh, and then there's I've got them on my block here. There's a leaf and then a heart, a double little heart as well. That's all one stamp, but you can easily cut it out. There's enough space in between to cut them apart. So lots of fun there. And then you've got some dies that match, and they cut out some frames. So you've got like a bigger frame here. You can layer in another frame. You've got the circle. You've got the little tab. You've got a die that cuts out that beautiful little filigree stamp there at the top. And then you've got some edging and some little scallop. So lots of fun things. I've taped this one together because you can use this one together. And on one of my samples, you'll see. So it's kind of fun. Kind of a fun set, kind of different. I did get this. This wasn't on my list, but I got this for a stamp camp that I attended with Brenda and Karina. And so yeah, I'm starting to really, really like it. So let's have a look at the paper. I'll show you some of the samples here in the catalog if you don't have one and haven't seen them. And then here's a scrapbook page with that. And then we're going to look at the paper here. So you get 12 sheets. You get 4 each of 3 double-sided designs. Isn't this fun? So these are 4x4 squares in just different patterns. This is something we really haven't had before. And then it's got like a checkered diamond sort of pattern on the back, but it does have like a little corner that has some like splatter and stuff. Let me get the light in here a little bit better. There we go. So it's kind of fun. And then you've got this one. These are 3x3 squares, and then it's got like a pink grid on the back, and all of the corners have like splatter in them, which is kind of fun. So your colors are blueberry bushel, Cajun craze, garden green, peach pie, pretty in pink, and pretty peacock. And then here's a fun one as well. So you've kind of got a mixture of sort of like masculine. You can use the polka dots or this stripe or even this yellow. I built some little football pieces for a game that Trisha did with that one. So that one's kind of fun. It kind of looks like yard lines on a football field, and then it's got a little bit of a floral sort of pattern on the back. I know the lighting's terrible. I apologize. So that's really fun paper that we haven't really had before, and you can do different things with it. So let me show you a couple samples of what we made at the class before we jump into the card that we are going to make today. So we got a little tag on our little package, and then we made this one. Isn't that fun? So that's the little elements of the photo corners, I guess you call them. And it's kind of got, I don't know if you can see, it's kind of got like an indent, sort of raised edge as well. So that's kind of fun. And then using the big alphabet dies, which are carrying over into the new catalog. So if you haven't got them yet, you can put them on your wish list. And these ones are done by Brenda. And then she just used different patterns, cut them down to size, and put them in as the background, which is kind of fun, right? And then that's that filigree square stamp set with the circle in the middle, and then you can die cut that out. So it's kind of fun. And then we fussy cut those little flowers from that paper, obviously. This is another Brenda. We just cut up the paper, so the 3x3, or no, this is 4x4, sorry. These are 3x3. I apologize. We cut them in half and then used it on each edge and then used a full one in the middle. And then we die cut out of cardstock the frame with the die. And then we took this stamp here and we just stamped all over it to kind of give it a little bit of a pattern. So you'll see that little checkered edge thing going on. And then we fussy cut some flowers out of one of the little squares. This one was from Karina. She loves fun folds, so this opens up, and then it's got the paper on the inside. Isn't that fun? That's a great way to use the paper too, right? Cutting it in half and putting it on the inside, and then that's one of the background patterns on that. And then Karina also did this one, which is kind of interesting. We folded back just the paper edges and created a fun little design on the front. This is also a fun fold. It opens up like that. That's that stamp also making the inside look beautiful. Kind of fun, right? So those are what we made at the stamp camp. Oh, we made a little box too. Karina made us a little box that we used the paper on. Isn't that fun? A pretty big little box that you can stick all kinds of fun treats in. So that was fun. So they are having another one coming up in June. So if you are interested in joining them, you can contact Karina Chin or Brenda Zorn, and they'll hook you up with, it's called Creative Day Getaway that we do in June. Lots of fun. So we're going to do a different size card today, just because of this paper being 4x4 and 3x3. We're going to do a 4.5 by 8.5 scored at 4.5. So we're going to get like a square card. Now this is going to fit the 4x4 on there with a little bit of an edge, which is perfect. That's what we want, right? Grab my tape. We can tape this down right away. Oh, Kim, you're the only one out of bed this morning. I don't know where everybody else is. That's okay. You can catch the replay. If you're on the replay and you have any questions, make sure you write them down and send them to me. So what I've done and then is taken a 3x3 square in this lovely, beautiful floral pattern, because you know we're all hoping that spring finally will join us here in the Edmonton region anyways. And then we are going to attach this one down as well. Oh, there's Glenda. Good morning, Glenda. You're a little behind this morning. You must have been up late. All right, and we're going to center this in the middle. And then I've already pre-stamped this and cut it out just because, you know, that's boring when I walk away and I'm cutting things on the side here. So I didn't quite stamp it, looks like, correctly. So we will kind of put it this way because we are going to add some elements and that'll kind of hide it. I did stamp this in Pool Party because this floral image here is Pool Party, I believe. Is Pool Party? Oh, Pool Party is not even in the paper. It looks Pool Party to me though, so that's the color that I picked to going that with that. Doing domestic stuff this morning. Ew, you don't like to do that. I was doing that yesterday. I was adulting yesterday. Ugh, got to go to the dump and go to the can recycler, and I had to do my taxes. So I had to go to the accountant. Like, yeah, lots of fun. No fun adulting. So we're just going to use dimensionals and put that down. That'll give it a bit of height, make those flowers are kind of popping out of that center. And we're just centering this on the 3x3. So we've got this so far. Okay, looks pretty so far, right? And then we are going to stamp on a piece of paper some hearts and the leaves. And then I've also die cut with the dies the little tab topper thing, I don't know what you want to call it, out of Pretty Peacock to match this paper that we use for our base. And I did not bring any ink colors over here. Okay, so we are going to grab Garden Green because that color is what that looks like to me. And then I'm going to grab, what other color? What color should we make our hearts? What colors are in the paper here? I don't see any pretty pink there. Maybe peach? What do you guys think? Peach pie? I have to grab it because I've actually moved it. Oh, you're right, Kim. It does. And they didn't list that. It has the new hydrangea hue. Ooh, I could probably, does that piece of paper have that color in it? No, it doesn't. Okay. I just moved peach pie. Maybe I'll bring pretty in pink too, just in case you guys say that color. That's right. Let me find it and show it to you, because if you haven't seen it, it's this piece right here. It's gorgeous, and I do believe, let me sneak a peek here. I did one of the extra cards that I've made today to show you. I used hydrangea hue in it. So you guys tell me if we should do the hearts in peach pie. You can see a little bit. I think that's Cajun Craze over there though, but we could probably blend in pretty in pink. You tell me while I stamp out 2 garden green leaves. And I actually really love this leaf. It's got such great detail in it. I love it. Petal pink would work too. Oh, that's true. That's true, Kim. Okay, so let's grab petal pink. Good thing my inks are within arm reach here. Let's see what we got. We got a little paper to work with here. So let's do petal pink down here. What do you think? Oh, you're right, Kim. That would work. Should we do petal pink? or peach pie. Let me grab the peach pie. Let's just clean off the heart. Your new favorite color is hydrangea hue. I agree. It is pretty beautiful. I just got my stuff last week. Or maybe it was the end of the week before. So I've got everything all organized and I've been clearing out all the last chance stuff. What do we think? Do we think peach pie or petal pink, as Kim suggested? Oh, Glenda says peach. I have to look back. My computer is doing the same thing as it was doing last week. If I don't see your comments right in front of me on this phone, either one, Kim says. Okay, I figured you had a comment there. I actually like the petal pink. You're right, Kim. You're so smart. So we need 3 of these. We're only going to use the big heart. Okay, and then you just have to watch me fussy cut for a minute, but I'm pretty quick fussy cutter, so. You can tell me, what's your new favorite in color, Kim? Do you have one yet? What's the other one that I really like the peaceful pine, the green as well. It's really pretty. We needed a green. I mean, I like the Subtles collection, so as you know, so this is sort of right up my alley, the colors that they gave us this year. So I'm sure I will love them all. And I'm working my way through deciding what I'm going to do for classes. And I realized that I have not done, because it's still in my boxes, I haven't done that lovely arrangement one with the purse and the stationery set. So I have to put that on the books. I just get so busy. I've got markets starting soon, the farmers markets. So, yeah, getting ready for that is time consuming. I only have 2 hands. I wish I had like 8 hands like an octopus, and then I could do all the things, right? Oh, Kim likes hydrangea hue too. If you're watching on the replay, comment your favorite new in color. If you've even seen them, you might not. Us demonstrators get to, sneak peek things. Which is one of the benefits of being a demonstrator or a hobby shopper, a savvy shopper. You can view everything early. Now, I was very strategic, I guess, in what I purchased. I didn't go crazy like I normally do in what I bought. But I did get some good things, so I think we're going to have some good classes. So what I'm going to do is put this down here. Probably going to attach that just with a bit of Tombow. We have mentioned before as well that there will be some price increases in May. So, like I say, you may want to go in and do a little shopping. Treat yourself to a few things before prices change and things get more expensive. What else do I need? I need glue dots. So then we're going to glue some of this filigree on here. That's going to hide where I kind of misstamped and die cut it out with like a little bit of a wider edge on this side for sure. So that'll disguise it a bit. We're going to just put one there. We are going to put a little sentiment there. So that will hide that for us. And we're going to use our linen thread in a minute. Now I'm kind of redesigning this with different colors and papers. But I did see this card layout done by Terry West. She is one of our artisans. She did it in different papers, but the sort of where the filigree is and stuff like that. This is sort of what she laid it out as, and I thought it was really pretty. So we've got this so far. Pretty, right? Okay, and then we are going to bring in this stamp that says love these days. And we're just going to use the word love. Now, can I get it into here? Yes, I can. Oops. Okay. And then I'm going to do it in... I'm going to do it in Pretty Peacock, I think. So I'm just going to stamp, or try my best to stamp just the word love. Just wipe that little bit that I went over. There we go. I love all the mixture of the fonts too. Like you've kind of got a little bit of handwriting, a little bit of scripty, and then you've got like sort of the block print. I love that Stampin' Up is doing those different scripts for us. It's really working out, I think, anyways. Okay, then we're just going to block cut this down, just whoops, just like this. And then I'm going to put a little tiny bit of my tape. I've got things everywhere on the corner so that I can do a little bit of, oops, I put it on the wrong corner. It's on the wrong side. So I'm just going to tape the whole back. You don't need to do the whole back. You only need to do one corner. So we're just going to loop our linen thread a couple times to straighten it out. Just run your fingernail along it. And then cut that off. If you need to, sometimes you can run a little bit of tear and tape across to hold it down. I think I've got enough tape there though that mine will stick down. And then we'll put it on a couple little mini dimensionals here and we'll stick it down. And it looks so cute. Now because this is such an odd size, you will have to make your own envelope, which I will do after the fact, because somebody who's commented on this in either live or on the replay may win this card, and I will announce who won last week's. So super cute, right? Different size. This uses just a little bit of cardstock when you cut it off. So it's being economical, and you're using up that full designer series paper piece so that you don't have any those little bitty scraps that you never know what to do with. You won't have any of those lying around. So that's a good thing. You're using them up. So let me just push things out of the way. First off, we'll do a quick announcement for last week's winner. So our little cute little card that we made with the Willy friends. And then inside, we've got some, what are these? The in color resin dots of the retiring colors, but they kind of went with this card, so I thought they matched perfectly. Our winner is Wendy. So Wendy, if you watch on the replay, which you usually do, that's coming to you, and the other ones went out. Today's winner is going to win the alphabet a la mode dies. Now these are on the last chance list, so they're leaving, but I have a brand new pack here. I just brought these out to show you. So you don't have any alphabets like those big ones that I showed you that Brenda used on her card. These giant ones. These are my secondary favorites. These ones are the giant ones that are carrying over into the new catalog. These are a good substitute. So these ones are on sale for $34.80, and I will send the winner of this little card and that will be the draw prize that will happen. So here's a couple extra ones. I think these were Brenda's extras that I cased. But isn't that cute? So there you can see that filigree on that photo corner using that little image, that little decorative border image. So cute, cutting out flowers. Brenda loves to cut out flowers. So, and that's just layering the papers on top of each other. So looks really, really pretty. And then here's the other one. We've got that other little photo corner. And we've just cut a frame out of the, kind of looks like a Polaroid picture almost with the pool party. And then layered that piece of paper in behind. And then just cut out some little images and done the sentiment. And then there's this fun one. This is a good way to use up all those little scraps if you have cut something down. And it's super cute. And there's that sunbeam stamp. I call it a sunbeam anyways. Really fun, eh? With this secret C. Lots of fun. I love it. And then one more. This was a catalog case, I think. I think it was in the catalog samples. But this is with hydrangea hue because it is in this paper too. I forgot. And I'm thinking that it's similar and the lighter color is in that one as well. So I've kind of brought all that together with the hydrangea hue. And then this is Golden Glow. That's one of the other new colors, which is kind of fun. Which I think it's in the middle of these flowers. And these flowers are definitely hydrangea hue. These might even be peaceful pine, but who knows? They didn't tell us all. And then these cute little things here and right here are the little butterfly embellishments that are coming. So cute, right? I love it. And then that's the frame cut out of the die. So the die that actually cuts frames. Oops, I might have put the dies away. This one here, this thicker one, that's that image cutout. Pretty, right? And then I have an extra scrapbook page to show you tomorrow that will go live. But I've also got this one here that I can show you instead of showing you two. So there's this beautiful one. So this is you just using the 4x4 squares. And then just cutting out some florals and this lovely checkered green, garden green ribbon. I can't form words today for some reason. And then just some little elements to add that. And that's the lovely heart dies. Heart, I can't even remember what they're called. They go with the Valentine suite that was out. So super cute, super simple, lots of white space, but then your photo in the middle will definitely pop off the page depending on what you do. I don't always put photos on them right away. Sometimes, you plan an event to go out and take some pictures and make it a fun thing. And then that you have a page created to add those pictures to afterwards. So that's all I got for you, friends. Hopefully that inspires you to this suite. It is different, so it may be something that you overlooked and you want to maybe add to your collection while parts of it are on sale, and you'll save a bit of money. And it's definitely good for scrapbooking as well with all these little extra elements. And as you can see from the scrapbook page, and the paper you can easily cut down and use those little strips to do different things with. So it's got lots of potential, definitely. And then again, Wendy, you were a winner, so we'll get that out to you. And then I'll draw a name for someone to win the alphabet Alamote and the little 4x4.5 inch card that we created today. Different size that you can give a try to. If you do, definitely post it to me, share it, and we can all see it and see what you've done, maybe with this same suite or something different, and just use this sort of layout to create something else. All right, everybody, I appreciate you all for joining me today. I will see you not next week because I'm at a vendor event. So the 25th, it looks like on my calendar. I'll be back on the 25th with, can I see this far? We're going to use a background stamp, the linen one, and what's that stamp set called? Flowering Fair, I think it's called. I don't have it handy. Otherwise, I'd bring it into frame. But it's the background one that has all the pretty flowers and stuff like that on it. So we're going to use a couple background stamps. Let's leave it at that. And then that'll leave some mystery to it. All right. Okay, everybody. Thanks again for joining me. I appreciate you all and sending you paper hugs. Bye. Have a wonderful Saturday.